Souvenir is the story of Florence Foster Jenkins as told through her pianist, Cosme McMoon. Joining us today from Souvenir are actors Debby, Lennon, and Paul Cereghino. Cereghino. Thank you both for being here. Hi, thank you. This is really exciting to talk about this upcoming play, December 15th, 2 weeks away.
It's happening so soon.
I know, so soon. And I have to say, you guys have really, really great chemistry, and you didn't know each other before you started working on this play together, is that right?
We didn't. We'd heard about each other.
I knew that you existed.
I knew that you existed. I knew his mom and dad. I work with his mom.
Oh, okay.
She's a voice teacher at Webster University, and his dad sings in the symphony, and I'm a part of the symphony chorus. Yeah.
Right. And so you guys knew of each other, and then here you are playing together these two characters. So tell us about Souvenir. I mean, I think when people hear the name Florence Foster Jenkins, they're going to think Meryl Streep, Hugh Grant, and the film that just came out the other year. But this is actually based off of a off-Broadway, then Broadway play. This is that.
Yes.
Play.
Yes.
Yeah. Tell us about it.
So I mean, you'll be familiar with the story if you've seen the movie before, which is like lovely and wonderful, and it's really funny. This play kind of exists all kind of through the lens of her accompanist, Cosme McMoon, and he kind of starts off with him where he's doing his usual supper club gig. I think it's like 1964, and then he realizes that it's been 20 years since she died, and she's like, I gotta talk, because this woman, yes, she was funny, yes, people thought of her as a joke, and they still try to to laugh about her, but she completely changed his life. She turned it around, and she gave him a joy of music and a confidence to kind of carve his own path that he wouldn't have had if he had never met her.
Got it. So it's a memory play, as you say.
Yeah,
so it's
right.
through his.
That's
his
right.
Well, let's talk about her. I mean, obviously there's this idea of her as this quirky person, but there's much more to her story, obviously.
Yeah. She was a socialite from New York. She inherited a lot of money when her parents died, and she loved to sing. And she was a benefactress, and she started many women's clubs and her own club, the Verdi Club, and she loved to do tableau, and she really wanted to cultivate her singing, although she could not sing.
Right. So she's tone deaf. That's like the whole thing, or is
Yes.
she? Okay.
Yes.
She doesn't quite know it.
She doesn't know it. She fashions herself a fine singer, and very musical too. And ironically, she was a pianist. You'd think that would have informed her hearing and her singing, but no, it did not work out that way. And throughout this whole play, he's gently trying to convince her, maybe we shouldn't do that. And she's always upping the ante, as far as what we're going to do next, these grand recitals and to the pinnacle, to the Carnegie Hall performance.
So I read that about her, that she chose like arias that were especially challenging for like a soprano, like beyond
coloratura repertoire. Yes,
Okay.
The Queen of the Night was her aria. That's the one she wanted to really sing and
I
nail.
feel like that actual recording, I mean, you can find it on YouTube, I think. I mean, that's what the first time I ever knew about Florence Foster Jenkins was someone played that for me, and it's just so sweet, because she's really, you can tell she's into it, and it's just not happening.
Yeah.
It's just not
It's,
happening the way she wants it to.
and just sort of studying her singing, I had to actually study that aria because I had to go in and derail it myself.
That's
for the show, which was really interesting. I mean, but it was so fun. And I don't know, I stress as a performer myself just to sing and to sing well.
Yes.
But singing a little bit off key, I don't know. It's somehow a little bit challenging.
I was going to say,
I'm
sure.
It's going to be incredibly challenging.
But fun.
We've got some photos that we want to show, but we're not going to be able to get to them in this segment.
Okay.
So quickly, I'm going to show you the information there on the screen. This is so you can go check it out, and you can see where it's located and where it's playing. It's December 15th through the 31st. There it is, Souvenir, presented by Max and Louie Productions. It's taking place at the Marcelle, which is in the Grand Center Arts District. For more information on tickets and everything, go to maxandlouie.com. But don't go anywhere. We're going to talk about the challenges of singing off key when you are a professional singer. We're going to look at some photos so you can get more information about the play. So please stay with us after this break.